You ever notice how the loudest people in the room are the ones begging for validation? They puff their chests, raise their voices, throw their shallow victories in the air as if anyone truly cares. It's almost funny. They think noise equals power. They think attention equals dominance. But what they don't realize is this: true power doesn't need an announcement. True dominance doesn't need a parade. The real rulers sit quietly, watch silently, calculate patiently. They see the betrayal, they hear the whispers, they feel the stabs in the dark, and yet they say nothing. They react to nothing. They wait. Oh, they wait with a smile stitched across their face, knowing one simple truth. By the time the fools realize what they've done, it'll be far too late to fix it. Far too late to crawl back. Far too late to undo the damage. Stay calm. Stay still. Let them celebrate now. Their downfall is coming, and you won't even have to lift a finger. See, the world tries to teach you to react, to flinch, to cry out, to swing wildly at the air like a cornered animal. That's how they trap you. That's how they make you play a losing game. They want you emotional. They want you desperate. Because emotions cloud judgment, and desperation breeds mistakes. But you're different. You don't fall into their trap. You don't flail your arms hoping to land a punch. You stand there, unmoving, unbothered, untouchable. Every insult becomes a whisper that fades into the void. Every betrayal becomes a stepping stone under your feet. You let them talk. You let them think they've broken you. Because when you stay silent, when you stay calm, you force them to look inwards. You force them to deal with the deafening echo of their own cruelty. And the best part, you build something beautiful while they destroy themselves chasing your reaction. Patience is a weapon so sharp, so deadly, that most people don't even realize it's cutting them until they're bleeding out. Understand this: patience is not about waiting. No, it's about knowing exactly when to strike, or when not to strike at all. It's about letting the enemy grow arrogant, letting them dance on your supposed grave, letting them stack their sins sky high until it all comes crashing down, burying them under the weight of their own foolishness. You are not idle when you are patient. You are sharpening your mind, strengthening your spirit, building an empire in the shadows while they waste their breath gloating. Stay calm when they expect fury. Stay cold when they expect heat. Stay silent when they expect screams. Your refusal to react turns you into something they can't understand, and humans fear what they don't understand. You have to see it. People who wrong you aren't winning. They're running from their own emptiness, running from their own guilt. They need you to react because your anger validates their betrayal. Your breakdown justifies their cruelty. If you cry, they can pretend you were weak. If you scream, they can tell themselves you were unstable. But if you do nothing, if you stay calm, stay towering, stay magnificent in your silence, then they're left alone with the cold truth that it wasn't you who failed. It was them. It's a punishment worse than any revenge you could design, and it lasts much longer. Let them run. Let them hide behind their false narratives. You have already won the moment you refuse to chase them. Most people thrive off control. They manipulate, they deceive, they hurt, just to feel like they have power over you. They are addicted to your reactions. Your tears are trophies. Your anger is a victory. Your suffering is their fuel. So, what happens when you deny them that fuel? What happens when you stay utterly, chillingly calm? They starve. They decay. They suffocate on the silence you wrap them in. You take back your power, not by fighting for it, but by showing them you never needed their validation in the first place. When you stay calm, you don't just protect yourself, you become untouchable. You ascend. And nothing terrifies manipulators more than someone they cannot move, cannot bend, cannot break. Understand, calmness is not weakness. Calmness is an unspoken declaration of war. It says, I see you. I see every lie, every betrayal, every game, and you are not worth a single beat of my heart. It is the ultimate insult to be deemed unworthy of your energy. And deep down, it destroys them. They start wondering. They start doubting. They play old conversations over and over in their minds, desperately looking for where it all went wrong. They analyze every action, every word, every mistake. And by the time they figure it out, by the time they realize they pushed away something rare and real, you're long gone, light years ahead, evolving into something they can never reach again. And that's when the real pain begins for them. Not when you scream, not when you cry, but when you go silent, when you move forward without them. And that's when the real pain begins for them. Not when you scream, not when you cry, but when you go silent, when you move forward without them, when you leave no forwarding address, no chance of redemption. They are left to rot in the ruins of what they destroyed. Regret is a brutal enemy. It gnaws at the soul. It erodes the mind. It keeps people up at night long after the crowds have gone home and the lights have gone out. Regret does what anger never could. It slowly, mercilessly breaks them from within. You want real power, real revenge? Then become a ghost in their story. Erase yourself from their narrative. Remove your light, your love, your loyalty, and let them drown in the darkness they created. No words, no warnings, no second chances. Just quiet, cold absence. The kind of absence that turns their victories to ash in their mouths. The kind that hollows them out from the inside. The kind that haunts them more viciously than any confrontation ever could. The beauty of staying calm is that you let nature do the dirty work for you. You don't have to plot revenge. You don't have to waste your energy trying to hurt them back. Their own choices, their own arrogance, their own selfishness will do all the work. All you have to do is watch. Watch as the bridges they burned leave them stranded. Watch as the lies they spun tangle around their own necks. Watch as the games they played swallow them whole. Stay calm, stay composed, stay cruelly indifferent, and let life deliver the justice you never needed to dirty your hands for. Because here's the truth most people can't accept. Time is the most savage executioner of all. It spares no one. It exposes all lies. It humbles all arrogance. It reveals all truth. And when you stay calm, when you play the long game, you ally yourself with time itself. They may laugh now, they may boast now, but time, oh, time always gets the last laugh. And when that laugh comes, it will echo louder than any scream you could have made in anger. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't owe anyone a display of your pain. You don't owe anyone access to your healing. Stay silent, stay hidden, build yourself in secret. Transform yourself into something they can't even recognize anymore. Let them think they won. Let them think they hurt you beyond repair. Because while they cling to those illusions, you'll be forging something unstoppable, something legendary, something they will regret losing for the rest of their miserable lives. Stay calm. Let them realize their mistake. When it's far too late, let them claw at doors that will never open again. Let them scream your name into empty halls. Let them write you apologies you'll never read. Stay calm, because the greatest revenge is simply becoming everything they said you never could, while they become everything you always knew they would. Forgotten, broken, irrelevant. Stay calm. Watch them burn from a distance. Watch them crumble without lifting a single finger. Watch them drown in the very ocean of betrayal they once tried to drag you into. Stay calm. Stay cold. Stay magnificent. Because when the dust settles, when the years pass, when everything they once laughed about comes back to devour them, you'll still be standing, smiling, untouched, unbothered, unstoppable.